Hey guys, sorry this is late, but I have been a little under the weather today. I haven't been feeling well. I'm gonna get a cold or something. Um, just kind of like really stuffy. But we also just started getting rain, so I think it might have something to do with the change in weather because we haven't had rain in a while. Um, we really do need the rain that we're getting right now, although I'm not thrilled with rain. But yesterday we had some thunder, so that was fun. Today the rain was really, really bad, and the wind kept knocking our services out here and there. So I had to kind of wait to record because number one, the rain was so loud you couldn't hear me, which is really weird, but it just really was super heavy today. And then it kept knocking out the power, and the laptop I have doesn't like to stay like supercharged for some reason. So it was just a cluster today. So, yesterday we went to the bookstore, and it is the first time in a long time that I was able just to walk around the bookstore. So I was super happy about that because it meant I actually got to enjoy myself in the bookstore for the first time for a while. Um, Previous to that, I've been using my scooter all the time, so I wasn't able to kind of walk around and do my thing and kind of jot from here and there. I kind of had to go, where my scooter would fit. I'm really sad. I told my husband, just spend the $200 on me. It's okay. Because they have a half off sale. And they had a figurine of R2D2 and Yoda. It was normally like 70 something dollars. It was on sale for 35. And then they had two purses. One was a Hello Kitty purse and one was a Gudetama purse. They were normally $52 that were on sale for 26. And then they had the remote control R2D2 you can control with your phone, the Sphero one. I wanted that so bad. But it was still like $75. And yeah. I was like, yeah, just spend $200 on me. It'd be okay. Not that we have it. Just put it on the credit card. It's okay. My birthday's coming up. And he just laughed. And of course, it's all still there. I wasn't truly serious. Would I love those things? Absolutely. But I don't need them. I bought a book last night. Well, I got two things last night. Let me grab my bag. One thing that was on the clearance that I did get was a Star Wars puzzle. It's a 1,000-piece Star Wars puzzle. And it was normally $19, and I got it for $9. So $9.50. So I'm excited to put this together. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle. We'll probably seal it and hang it, maybe. I don't know. But I got that. And I'd actually met somebody at the Starbucks at Barnes & Noble to sell some stuff. So I used that cash to buy these two things. And we had some cash left over. I also got this book. It's called Extreme Ownership, How U.S. Navy SEALs Lead and Win. And I know that sounds like something like, that's just for business people. It's really not. Like even on the back, and I was referred to this book by someone, which is why I got it. But even on the back, it says, implementing its principles changes lives and makes them better. A more productive employee, a more supportive spouse, a more engaged parent. Once people stop making excuses, stop blaming others, and take ownership of everything in their lives, they are compelled to take action to solve their problems. And I thought, well, goes right along with the DDP book. So when I do my giveaway, if you don't want the DDP book or the DDP app, I will also be offering this as an optional prize. So any of the three or something you could get. Just because this was a book that was highly recommended, and because the other two things are very weight loss backed. If you're not somebody who's on a weight loss journey, I don't want you to feel like, well, I won, but I really don't want the app or the book from DDP. This is going to be the other option I'm going to give away. This one's mine. You can't have this one, but I will order you one. That book's been referred to like 5 or 6 times. So because when different people, and normally people aren't like, oh, read this book. Like a lot of my friends read, but they don't necessarily say, oh, you have to read this book. And this is a book that people have been like, hey, have you read this? So I'm definitely down for that. So today is weigh-in day. I did not forget about weigh-in day. And here's my weigh-in. Okay, so not a huge loss, only zero point 0.8 pounds this week, but that's okay. It's still a loss, and I'm going to count that as a loss. That is a good thing. It's not a gain. I am still going through everything that I have been doing this week. I don't really see a whole lot that I could have changed. I'm still working on trying the test strips for my spit to see a pattern. So I am just like monitoring my levels every day, twice a day, morning and night, and then putting in my weight loss or weight gain for that week, just to kind of see if there's a correlation. The other thing, if you have never watched if you've never watched what do you call that thing? It's a what do you call that stupid thing? It's a documentary. There's a documentary called Fed Up. I watched that today. If you've never watched it, if you have Amazon Prime, it is free with your Amazon Prime membership. So you can watch it on your laptop, or if you have a Roku, you can get the Amazon Prime channel and you can watch it on there. I highly recommend it. Now, I am somebody who watches a documentary and then I go online and I look up the information they're talking about. I don't just take their word for it because every documentary person has their own bias. So I like to do the research myself. I am a research girl. I do it for anything that I have to have an opinion or vote on or speak on, or, well, I shouldn't say speak on because I talk on here a lot of times with just my opinion. But, if it's something that interests me, I really try to go ahead and just be, informed of all sides. And obviously, sometimes with the best of intentions, people can get information wrong and stuff. But unfortunately, with Fed Up, most of what I found confirmed everything they said. Now, I have been told many, many times that sugar is sugar no matter what form you put it in your body. So whether, and you may not agree with this, and that is okay. That whether it's, honey or straight sugar or that stuff they say is good for you that's made from corn. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called right now. I'll think of it later. High fructose corn syrup. I speak good English today, y'all. Anyhow, and I'm just like, well, if it's all sugar, then why is some of it better for you than others? And it's really not that it's better for you. The average person so overdoes their daily sugar, it's insane. And they were talking about how if you drink fruit juice, what's the point? Because part of what helps sugar get processed correctly in your body, apparently, from what they said, from what my research is showing, is that there's fiber included in it. So if you're eating an apple and you're eating the skin of the apple along with the apple itself, there's fiber in there. And that helps your body process the sugar differently. So if you eat almonds, there is natural sugar in almonds. But because there's more fiber, it processes differently. It's got a longer burn time for the sugar. So it doesn't go into your fat cells as fast. It doesn't overload your system. And I didn't know any of this. So this is something I'm looking into a lot deeper to try to understand it. So I'm not acting like I know all of this. I'm just telling you what I've learned. So I'm really working on now just drinking water only. I have, this week alone, I have had 3 sodas this week. Shouldn't have had any, but one, we were out to dinner, I decided, I'll just have soda because they didn't have water as an option, and I didn't want tap water from that city's water. So I did just have soda. I thought, I'll just have soda. Now, I know diet soda is worse for you than regular soda. If you don't agree with that, again, it's just what I've learned. You may see things differently, have read different reports, and that's okay. And, just knowing that when, I eat something, I need to pay more attention to what the actual sugar is, because I had never realized that when you look on a food thing, it doesn't tell you the percentage of daily sugar, what that sugar amount is. And I was like, no, it says a percentage. I know it does. And I looked, and it doesn't. It just gives you the grams. It doesn't tell you what percentage it is. And I was like, whoa, that's real. That's a real thing. So I've been doing more looking into like what the daily allowance should be so that I can try to steer my food that direction to the lowest sugar level I can. So I'm kind of looking at everything that I used to cook with, everything that I used to bake with, everything I do, what is the sugar levels of those items, if there is one. Because obviously carbohydrates are also a form of sugar, but they're different. So I'm really trying to work right now on understanding sugars. Just because I do have PCOS and my body stores sugar and insulin differently, I want to make sure that I am very, very super ultra aware of how the sugars are formed in my body so that I can help my body work right. I'm never going to get rid of my PCOS. It's not going to miracle cure. It's always going to be there, and it's always going to affect how my body processes insulin and sugar. So I have to be proactive. And that's just how it is. So that, excuse me, like I said, I've been weird today. Sorry about my voice. I am still going to go on live tonight. I'm going to go live probably around 8:30 Central, so it'll be 9:30 Eastern, 7:30 Mountain, and 6:30 Western. I'm hoping that's the plan. My husband and my son are off doing Pokemon right now. Because I wasn't feeling well today, I'm like, I've got to get my video done. Today's weigh-in day. I have to do this before I go live. So I'm putting this together real quick for you guys. Tomorrow I'm probably going to do one of my cooking videos. I'm going to try to cook my protein bites tonight and see if I can work on that. But I'm starting to do some really deep dives. I'm going to see if my doctor can refer me to a nutritionist so I can have them sit down and explain all of this stuff to me, or see if I can find somebody who knows a nutritionist that can just have a conversation with me, not as a provider. Because it's not that I necessarily need someone to give me a diet plan. I've been doing really well at cooking from home, not eating out, or when I do go out, making smart choices. So it's not that I need to know how many calories to eat or anything like that. I just really want to understand this whole carbohydrate to sugar and sugar daily intake amounts, how to include more fiber when I am having something like juice, because I can make juice at home. I have a juicer. But how do I ensure that what I'm having is healthy sugars, not just straight sugar? So that's what I'm working on right now and learning. I am still monitoring my spit levels for the acids and correlating that to my weight loss gains, whatever happens. I am officially at 10 pounds away from 100. So if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this, make sure you do. When I hit 100 pounds, I will be giving away either a month or two of the DDP app, or DDP's book, Positively Unstoppable, or the Extreme Ownership book, if you're not looking for weight loss stuff. So that's what I'm going to be giving away. One of those items, your choice. And also when I hit 100 pounds, I will be donating, again, food to a food pantry that adds to the amount of my weight loss. So that is something I am also getting ready to do. I've reached out to a couple food pantries because the last time I did it through the postal service, and I emailed a local food pantry and they didn't email me back. So I was told there's another food pantry that would really appreciate the donation. They're really struggling. So I'm probably going to lean towards that one. And I'm going to reach out to them probably tomorrow and see, if there's a way to make sure that someone will be there for us to bring down the donation. Because with my husband's work schedule, a lot of places around here close before we can get there. So I want to make sure that we can make sure we get this down to them, or if they have someone that can come pick it up, whichever is most convenient for their schedule. So anyhow, that is what's going on. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in a little while to go live. I will set it up about 5 minutes before so you know I'm ready to go live. Make sure you have your notifications clicked so that you know when I go live. I really love it when you guys come in and chat with me and we get to have conversations. I learn so much from all of you. And that is it for today. I will see you guys later. Bye.